What's up, everybody? My name is Shalise. Right now, everyone, it's the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed. Not officially today's the day, but officially it's been 10 years since the first time Assassin's Creed was made. In 2007, it was made, the first Assassin's Creed game, and now it's 2017, 2017. So now it's just amazing that we have 10 Assassin's Creed games now with an origin. So right now, this is my own personal top 10, including from Assassin's Creed all the way to Origins. Let's start off with the absolutely positively worst Assassin's Creed game. Number 10, Assassin's Creed Unity. What can I say about this? This was the Romeo and Juliet love story of Assassin's Creed. I'm not going to say the bad about this launch, because the launch was god-awful terrible. But what's the story about? Well, the problem is with this game, it was supposed to show the unity between the Templars and Assassins. Assassins and Templars trying to work together. That was the whole title of Unity all about. And we have two characters, Arno the Assassin, Elise the Templar. They're in love. They wanted to get together. And basically, it all comes down to Romeo and Juliet love story. It all comes down to that. This game was, besides one of the most disappointing video games of all time, this game had so many freaking issues. One, the side missions were not that great. The main character, Arno, was the only main character. For the next generation, you get to play the Assassin again. You can't play Elise. You can't play the Templar side. Why not? You did it with the Assassin's Creed Rogue. You played the Templars for that the same year. Why not show two sides? Why not have dual protagonists to show the Assassin side, Templar side, how they're trying to bring a balance to this? What this game did right was show the hypocrisy of both the Assassins and the Templars. You see Assassins killing other Assassins because they want to make peace with Templars. You see Templars killing other Templars because they try to make peace with the Assassins. And this game would have worked out well if Arno was not only the main character. If Elise was the main character. She's a way more interesting character. Why not the first female character that was on the main consoles? Why not? Instead, we got a murder mystery that we're going to have to solve with Arno of who killed Elise's father. And it drags Hill from that much. You're going to get to slowly introduce the Assassin Order again. Rinse, repeat, everything. For next generation, you couldn't give us something more, something different? But no, we got Unity. We got that freaking video game. The villain was basically non-existent. And overall, I will probably never ever go back to this game. The DLC was for free. What else do I have to explain to you why this is the worst Assassin's Creed game? I'm more or less okay with Unity now, but to me it's still a bad game. This is the only Assassin's Creed game that I can honestly say I do not enjoy. I'm going to give this grade a D+. Now, number 9 I'm going to give to, and everyone's going to hate me for this, Assassin's Creed Revelations. Assassin's Creed Revelations, they said, oh, well, this is technically the first game with two protagonists. You play Altair and Ezio. What is this game about? Ezio falling in love. That's about it. The main thing about Ezio's thing, he's trying to get into Altair's library. So, in every single sequence, he's trying to get a key to get into it. He's take out some assassins, go visit the woman that he's going to fall in love with and marry and have kids with. In a bookstore, she solves a little thing for him, and then he goes around. Granted, I like Constantinople, I like Istanbul, but it was such a short and tiny map. It wasn't interesting. You have to rebuild the Brotherhood assassins in Istanbul, Constantinople, whatever you want to call it. And that's sort of good, but some of the certain side missions were not there, basically. There was not other stuff to interest you in the side missions besides ranking up your assassin and defending certain places that you already took over, so to me, it was greatly disappointing. And don't get me started that there's two protagonists with Altair. Altair's storyline could go down in less than 15 minutes. Granted, was a good story? Yes. The main thing what I liked about Revelations was it showed that the Assassins and Templar, it showed how Ezio believed that not all the answers have to come through him. Not everything has to go through his way. He doesn't have to have all the answers. He's just a mouthpiece, a stepping stone for something greater, and he understands that. And to see Altair's ending of his story was tragic and beautiful, and I really did like this game for the most part for this story. But overall, a lot of stuff didn't interest me along with the side missions. I mean, this was Assassin's Creed bombing. There's so many different combinations you could do for bombs. It was ridiculous. I mean, I enjoyed it, but come on. I mean, the hook blade was nice, but to me, Assassin's Creed Revelations, it has a lot of more flaws with this video game. I have a lot more dislikes than I have about likes about this video game. But overall, Assassin's Creed Revelations, number 9. And I'm going to give that grade a B-. I enjoyed that game. Number 8 is Assassin's Creed 1, the very definition of repetitive. For people who... This is what I liked about Assassin's Creed 1. The story was simply amazing. The story of Altair, of a guy who basically acted like a evil Templar in many cases, killing innocent, not obeying the rules of the Brotherhood. Basically, it's like he did something bad, he falls from grace, so now he has to rebuild his trust in his mentor, and basically learn again the steps of what it means to be a true assassin. Stay your blade from the innocent, keep in the shadows. And this game is very... Even though we had 3 great locations in Damascus, Jerusalem, and Acres, whatever you want to call it. And the thing is, though, you go to these 3... The maps is... And the entire maps just feel so repetitive along with the entire mission, because this is how you go. You go to a new city, either poor, rich, or middle district. Each of those missions, it's a sequence for memory. Each one of these districts is a sequence of memory. If you go to poor district, enemy. Rich district, all that stuff. Basically, you go to a city, you tell your guy you're here, then you start investigating that stuff. You go report to the guy, he gives you permission to kill the guy, you kill the guy, go back to him, and you say, I did it. Okay, go to your mentor and tell him what you did, and learn the lesson. It repeated that message over and over again, and to me, it's very, very freaking repetitive. And even though this was the first Assassin's Creed game, I'm going to give it a pass for that. But to me, it ain't going to go any higher for this just because it's very repetitive play and it's not very much enjoyable to play. So, number 8 is Assassin's Creed 1. Number 7 is Assassin's Creed 3. Now, let's just say this. Haytham Kenway was a better main character than Connor. Connor was awful in my opinion. And if anything, Haytham made him a better character. Let me just say this. I liked a lot of stuff with Assassin's Creed 3. I loved the DLC, the Evil King George Washington. Loved it. I loved the new combat system. The combat system, to me, was amazing in this. This is either my favorite or my second favorite combat system. Ordnance is really good now. But Assassin's Creed 3, their combat system I loved. Introduced naval stuff. Introduced the hunting, trip mines, and all this stuff. Introduced a lot of great stuff to this entire video game. It improved a lot over Assassin's Creed. The villains were not one-dimensional no more. Haytham Kenway and Charles Lee, the Templars, they wanted peace for their own reasons. They went back to how Templars are supposed to be. They want order, they want peace, but they want to have a certain different belief than them. And when you see this video game, it shows the Templars in a different light. And then you kind of see that which side you want to go more, Assassins or Templars. And I just love this video game because it made me a Templar fan. It made me into a fan of Haytham Kenway, and I wanted to join his Templar crusade. That to me is what I loved about this video game. Again, some flaws. Connor, not the greatest character at all. Slow-minded. A lot of anger, I get it. But overall, I enjoyed this video game for the most part. The maps, New York, Boston, and the Homestead, to me, it wasn't interesting to me. The Brotherhood was wasted. Recruiting your own Brotherhood was definitely not needed in this video game. But the Tomahawk I loved. I loved the Frontier, hunting and all that stuff. But overall, there is a lot of flaws with Assassin's Creed 3. But there's a lot of great stuff with it. I'm going to give this game a B+. Number 7. Number 6, everyone's going to hate me for this. Assassin's Creed Origins. Yes, a new Assassin's Creed game. Yes, the combat system is awesome. Yes, Bayek is an interesting character, but there's many flaws with this video game. One, it's not Assassin's Creed Origin. It should have been called Assassin's Creed Empire. And why? The Templars and Assassins already existed. The Templars are known as the Order of the Ancients, and the Assassins were known as the Hidden Ones. They didn't found the Brotherhood of Assassins. They just literally made the trademark and said, we are now Assassins. That's basically it. Okay, you got the hook blade. Oh yeah, some person made it. You didn't make it yourself. Someone gave it to you. And they said, like, we built our Brotherhood. This is the game, Origins, is the best way I could explain it, is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Imagine your Bayek is Peter Parker, and he gets bit by a radioactive spider. And you see him change, and then you see him making the suit and all that stuff, and gonna put it on, but you don't see him actually going to do shit. You don't see him making up laws or trying to create a web design or something like that. No, it's basically just Bayek putting on a hood and making up rules with his wife. And here's another thing that's a problem with this game. Bayek is the only main character. I don't care about Aya's like 15 minutes in this video game. Why not have this character the main character? This game was not an origin story. This game was a revenge story. A revenge against the Order of the Ancients, who is another issue right there with the villains, because there's like 10 different types of villains. And for their entire way for the villains to have, some of them want peace through order. Some people just want order through destruction, like they start killing off innocent people for no freaking good reason, and all that stuff just for chaos. And we're evil, and we want to use the Templars or the Ordered Ancients to fulfill our own destinies, fulfill our own dreams. It's like the most evil shit. I mean, this is the origin story. Come on. So Assassin's Creed Origins. A lot of stuff I did enjoy with it. I loved Egypt. I loved the combat system. And I love the main character Bayek. But again, there should have been two main characters, Aya and Bayek. Why? Their son was killed. We know that Aya started to kill some of the people that killed her son. There's no better explanation why you shouldn't have two protagonists play Bayek, his storyline, and do that. Why don't you do what Assassin's Creed Syndicate did and that stuff? If you want to make main missions, just switch to Aya. So make a switch to Bayek. For these storylines, for these missions, because they're both parents, they both lost a child, they're both suffering. Why not play both of them? But no, we don't get that. We don't get that. So we have to suffer through that shit. So, And another thing, for people who tell me they love the pyramids and all that stuff, like going inside the pyramids and discovering all that stuff. Yeah, the discovery stuff is not. It's not like the pyramids have booby traps. It's not like it has anything. You know, you solve one puzzle, you solve them all. It's very, very repetitive. I'm sorry, but Assassin's Creed Origins to me was very repetitive. It lacked a lot of things. I mean, the combat system is revolutionary, and there's so many issues I have with Assassin's Creed Origins. Let's just say that. But I'm gonna give this game a B+. I still enjoy this video game. It's definitely worth your time. It's definitely worth your money. But if you have it, here's the thing: if you have any other want any more what I have to say about Assassin's Creed Origins, just look at my video how I ranted about the video game, but how I still like it. So Assassin's Creed Origins, number 6. Sorry everybody, not my favorite of next gen. Number 5, I'm gonna give to Assassin's Creed Rogue. This game tied beautifully to Assassin's Creed Unity, to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and to Assassin's Creed 3. This game connected the entire storyline alive. It showed the different side of Assassins and Templars. Shay Patrick Cormac is an amazing protagonist. The only problem with this video game, there's 2 problems. One, the story is way too short, and it relies heavily on Black Flag's combat system, and is basically like a Black Flag sister in some cases. But what separates it is an amazing story. I like the new locations for the most part. New York was revisited. I actually like New York better in this game than I did in Assassin's Creed 3. You know, that was a different timeline than it was before. So, overall, Rogue had a lot of good stuff about it. I like the side missions, like the new stuff with the naval stuff that they introduced. Like how you're assassinating assassins now and you're trying to stop them from killing their targets. That's great, that's interesting. And again, love Shay Patrick Cormac. Number 5, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Sue me. Number 4, I'm going to give to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Yes, this is the best of the next-gen games. People are like, oh, you're going too far into the future. It doesn't work. The hook, the grappling hook and all this stuff like Batman Arkham Asylum. No, it's not. When people tell me this stuff, it just annoys me so much. When people say that you're too far into the future for Assassin, it's not as much fun. No, it's not. And they say it doesn't work. It does work. Assassins develop through time. When you go through time, when you go through in the future, you're going to develop new techniques, you're going to develop new skills, different technologies, and all that stuff. Hell, Ezio Auditore had a freaking big gun bullet in freaking Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. I mean, come on. If further you go into history, the further technology advances. And Assassin's Creed Syndicate did a great job. I love Jacob and Evie, 2 dual protagonists. Love Victoria London. Love the side characters. The side characters were such an I'm losing my words, but they were such a big part of what this made this game great, and it was awesome. I loved that taking over the gang strongholds. They were a little bit more different, and at least the objectives were still around, unlike in Origins. And in my personal opinion, Assassin's Creed Syndicate is the only reason why people don't really like Assassin's Creed Syndicate because it came after Unity, and people were just so tired after Unity, they didn't want to give Syndicate a chance. To me, Syndicate is really great. The only problem I have with it is that the flaw is that you play more Jacob than Evie, but if you play the DLC, you play definitely more her than Jacob. Also, what I did not like is that the villains were very one-dimensional. Twirlo villain, mustache, Crawford Steric. I enjoyed him, it's just typical stereotype Hollywood villain. But overall, I enjoyed the video game, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Love every single moment of it. Love the DLC. Love this video game. Number 4, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, an A-. And I gave Assassin's Creed Rogue an A-. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. And my number 3 spot. And these top 3 just goes back and forth. Because these are the essentials to what makes Assassin's Creed so great. Number 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Oh my god. I love being a pirate. I love being an assassin in this game. The journey of, I want to say Ezio Auditore, but no, the journey of Edward Kenway is simply amazing. Through his tough times of trying to make it out in the high seas with his buddy lads, pirates such as Captain Teach, Blackbeard, Billy, and then Horn of Gold, and so many of his friends right there, Datch, Charles Vane, Rackham, and all that stuff. I love the golden age of piracy. I love the locations. I love the naval combat. The combat system works good. The hunting system works good. Going underneath the waters and the seas is amazing. And when you're attacked by sharks or eels, it's awesome. The locations are freaking amazing. I mean, this game had it all. The buried treasure chest was awesome. The side missions were amazing. Everything about this game screamed awesome. And it was awesome. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is an A+ video game to me. I love it. Number 2, Assassin's Creed 2. I love Assassin's Creed 2. I always will. This game revolutionized Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed would be nothing without Ezio Auditore. Ezio Auditore is the Batman of this universe. It's a man who lost his family, he's out for revenge, and discovery of the assassins of who they are, who they want to be, is amazing. The side stuff with exploring the assassins' tombs, getting the codex pages, that was part of the main storyline, was pretty dang great as well. I mean, I just love this entire journey. I love Florence. I love Venice. I love the last generation in Assassin's Creed and PS Street and PS Street and PS4. I like both versions. I don't care. I like the remastered. I like the old one. I love this video game. I love the colorful characters of Leonardo da Vinci in this game. I love everything about Assassin's Creed 2. It's an A+ video game. Number 2. And my number 1 favorite is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. This game is amazing. Take everything from Assassin's Creed 2 and just make it better. This is where the title actually explains it. We're building up a brotherhood. Ezio Auditore realized he cannot take these Templars on his own. He can't attack Cesare Borgia and the Borgia's family. He can't take them on by himself. So he built up a brotherhood in Rome. He rebuilds the brotherhood. And that's what it brings about. He builds this allies. He builds allies with the courtesans, the thieves, the mercenaries of this. And he builds this revolution. He builds this, not rebellion, but this brotherhood of people that are going to help him take down and to help to protect the innocents. Ezio Auditore is the mentor. He is the assassin. Deciding this stuff. We got the Lair of Romulus. We got Leonardo da Vinci machines. We got the disappearance of Leonardo da Vinci. We got Christina, the memory of his first love. We have all this side stuff for either the thieves, the courtesans, or the mercenaries. We have also the Borgia Towers. I mean, this game had it freaking all. Down to side missions, down to the great location of Rome, down to the sides characters, his main character, the villains. Cesare Borgia is probably one of the best villains that they ever made. I personally prefer hate them, but Cesare Borgia is a good second place villain. So yeah, everyone, that is my top 10 Assassin's Creed games. Subscribe if you like, discreet and violently, comment down below, let me know, respect my opinion, respect yours. What is your own personal top 10, everybody? What is your own personal top 10 Assassin's Creed games? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know what y'all think. Alright, everyone, my name is Jalise, signing off for everybody. Bye-bye.